So this is the original one. It's kind of looked a little bit different, but it's probably very similar. So if we look at the specs here, 10S 20 amps, and this is 10S 30 amps, so this has got a bit more capacity. That's all that matters. So I kept the old one because I need to work out the wire sizes. So I got the balance leads, and we have a battery negative and a charge negative and a load negative. So I need to solder on 3 cables. Like this one had it already built in, I think. So for my original one, the charge cable was this one, which got a bit of Kapton tape around it. And here's the other one. You got some bullet connectors, I think. I'm not sure if I'm going to put a bullet connector. I'll double check if I have any of those on hand, but I think I might just use an XT30 because we have one for the load, which is the motor. I'm just going to change it to XT30 because why not, right? Upgrade it, and I'll have to label it because I don't want them to get mixed up between charge and load. So what I'll do is I'll solder on these cables with my ones over here of appropriate length, and I'll loop you back in. Okay, I've got my 3 negative leads. Load negative, so that becomes 1 lead. And you do the same, get another positive lead, and you match it up with this negative lead, and that becomes the charge negative. And then this lead actually goes to the bottom of the negative battery pack. So now what do? We will get the actual battery pack and start putting on the balance wires, and I'll loop you in from there. And if I've done this correctly, load negative, we should get a reading. Please be a reading. We do. 41.7. That is amazing. It's working. I'll just basically tidy up all this stuff and put the XT30 connectors and stuff. That's the bulk of the work done, and I will loop you back in at the end of that, because it's, yeah, this is just boring stuff now. Okay, here's the moment of truth. I accidentally, well, didn't accidentally, I made the wrong connection for the charging, and they both should be the female ones, so I've had to fix up that. And here's the motor. If I zoom in a little bit, I just used some Wago connectors, and here's the charging one. So let's put the charging one in first. I've labeled load here, so I'll put the charging one in. There we go. And I will plug the load into the motor bit. What do I hold down? M? Yes. Wow, it works. Let's put the pedestrian mode on. I'll get the back wheel going. It works. It works. I'll show you inside this box where the charger is. The red light is on in there. It means it's charging. Then I gotta seal it all up, put it back in, and we'll go from there. But that's a win. Okay, so I'm back inside and realised there's a problem, because the original pack didn't have the barley paper underneath it. And if I heat shrink this, it's not going to fit in, because it only just fits in there already. So I've just taped the crap out of it, and that's how I'm going to put it in. So I'll put that in, and yeah, we'll go from there. Okay, it's secured. Just double check that I labeled load and charge. And I stuffed the end with silicone. That's what it was last time as well. So let's see if I can put this back in, and I'll loop you back in later. It hasn't been easy. Like, I WD-40'd the inside of it. See if I can focus in on that. Hang on. There we go. And just used a wrench thingy and a rubber hammer to push it further back in, because now my screw holes will line up. So the poor person that's going to have to get this out later is going to be in for a world of fun. Definitely not user serviceable. Hopefully I won't have to do it for a long time. And there's my joins. I was worried about the cable not being long enough, but that should be all okay. I'll put it all back together and let you know. Here it is, guys. It is all working, and I cleaned it up a little bit. It was dusty because it hadn't been used in a while. Even the front headlights on. Look at it. Look at it in all its beauty, because it's all configured. I am so proud of myself. pumped up the tyres, cleaned the bird poop off there. There it is. I've done 745.4 kilometers since 2023. I don't know how this developed. I think it just happened. I didn't drop it. It's just heat expansion, but it doesn't affect anything. Here we can turn up the motor assist. I always have it at 5. To turn it off, you hold down M. To turn it on, you hold down M. To turn on the light, you hold up. See that light thing goes on there. And pedestrian or walk mode, you hold down the bottom arrow. Might look into modding that in the future. Alright. And I'll give it a test ride tomorrow, I think. But before I go, thank you for following this journey. And I'll do a little ride down the side of the house here, just to prove that it is working. Here we go. This on because I needed some extra light while I was working. I'll turn around. Okay, now I'll do pedestrian mode where I won't even I won't pedal, I'll just hold down the down arrow.